But speaking of bearing all, our Denise has been trying to get 5 of the most in-demand pop stars to bear all to her recently. No, not in that way. Makes a change. But just what did One Direction, the biggest boy band in the world right now, reveal to our Denise when they dropped into the Loose Lounge for a chat? Here's what's happened.
One Direction!
Hello.
Are you all happy with your little mugs, boys?
Absolutely buzzing. My mum's going to love it.
Is she?
Yes.
Do your mums all watch the show?
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys, for coming to see us today.
Thank you for having us.
You all look really, really great because you are having the most madcap lifestyle of any 5 young lads in the entire world.
We've kind of adapted to this kind of lifestyle where we have to work so hard and like really long days, but we have so much fun while we're doing it.
When you all got sort of thrust together when you didn't make it through as solo artists, which I find amazing because you're all smashing singers, were there kind of any ego clashes of you all still striving for that spotlight?
There wasn't any at all, really, no.
God, you'd think there was a boy band in here, wouldn't you, with all that noise?
I think we did it the right way around because when we got put together, instead of, like, rehearsing, just, you know, constant rehearsing, we got to know each other and we stayed at Harry's place and we all got to know each other there and just got to know each other as
Harry's
mates
place
first.
up north?
Up north, yeah, in Manchester.
Which is near me, of course. Presumably you've all got your friends from home. Have they all embraced your fame?
I think a lot of people kind of feel like whatever they say
It's not
isn't as
interesting.
exciting as so they just don't know what to say to you. So a lot of the time, like, friends that you've had for quite a while, just it becomes awkward.
Yeah, when you simply say, what have you been up to, then well, nothing quite as exciting as what you've been doing.
Exactly. Or you won't be interested in what I've been up to, and yet, of course, you're all interested. Now, obviously, most importantly, we've got you here because you're promoting your new album, Take Me Home. Your first album sold in, well, went to #1 in something like 15 or 16 countries? 17. 17 now. 17 countries.
That's so quiet because he was like
17, which is really incredible for a band that hasn't been together that long. What did that feel like when you heard how well that was going? And in America, of course, where you've gone massive.
When you hear things like that, and even, you know, still, it's just so difficult to take in, and you kind of acknowledge it, but you never really fully take it in.
People often say their follow-up album is a massive pressure. Did you find that pressure when you were making Take Me Home?
No. The thing that's good about this album is actually we concentrate on making the songs a lot more about us and a lot more meaningful to us. Like some of the songs we've written on are like about like being on tour and stuff and all those kind of things. So
how much input as songwriters have you had into this album? I know you've got guest writers, a lot you've had.
Yeah, we've had a lot more compared to the last album. We tried to get, you know, a lot more involved in the studio with the writing side of it because we just wanted to make this album more personal to us and our own personal experiences.
And the title Take Me Home, is that because you always want to go home? Has that got any, you know, bearing on the title?
It's kind of, it's like because we do so much travelling, like it's nice to be able to go home. Like when we do get home, we cherish every minute we get home. Sounds weird, but true.
And what's the lead single called again off the album?
The first single is Live While We're Young.
Live While We're Young. Do you feel that you are living life while you're young in the way that you saw it going, in the way that you want it to go?
I think definitely not the way we saw it going. I think, you know, like this whole kind of experience has been a massive change for us. But I think like it's important that obviously while all this is going on, obviously there's like loads of work for us to do, but at the same time I think it's important that we have to enjoy ourselves because we don't want to like look back on this kind of time when we're older and think could have had a bit more fun there, could have had a bit more fun there.
Who's the most starstruck you've been meeting?
I think early days first off, but you made it quite comfortable, was Robbie Williams. When we first performed with him on X Factor, obviously we hadn't really met many high-profile people except for the judges.
So you haven't got too cool for school, you can still go to other people like they do to you, take a picture.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, but I think you've got to try and play it cool on a certain level, even though inside you're like, oh my God, you've got to be like, hi.
You are the subject of quite a bit of... It's not nasty press, but it's sort of...
Naughty press.
Yeah, it's naughty press. It's mischievous
you
press.
Naughty boy.
Isn't it, Liam? It's mischievous press.
Do you
get fed up with that, Harry, a bit?
Do you know, I think like...
And is there any truth in it, and with who?
I think like everything, like out of everything that's written, like some of it's true, some of it's not, and I think like any natural person, you kind of read some things and you laugh, and then you read some things and you don't laugh. But you know, I don't feel like it's something I can really sit here and complain about.
I've got one thing in common with all of you. Niall, apparently you're the biggest eater
Yeah, he is,
And
yeah.
apparently your fish died of obesity because you overfed them.
That's true, actually.
Is that
Two
true?
of them died.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry,
bacon.
they were called, and he overfed them. Now, Liam, they call you the Gary Barlow one because you're the most sensible, and I've become the most sensible one. So do you think that's something that we share? Well, I
We've
have
got
now.
in common, yeah.
Because
You're more sensible than Gary Barlow.
no, I've become more sensible because I'm
She's
not
just
drinking
really good
anymore.
at maths.
She's really good at
Yeah.
maths. She's not
Pretends.
sensible. She's not very bright. She's
Really?
just good at maths. Right, Zayn, you've got a Geordie girlfriend.
Yep.
And I'm a Geordie. Say in Geordie, stick a rubber hose up your nose.
Stick a rubber hose up your nose.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Isn't that good?
Yeah, that was good.
That's good, man.
Good work.
And
My girlfriend's...
Louis, you were, like me, in Waterloo Road.
Yes, I was.
What
As
did you play in Waterloo Road?
I think it was Schoolboy number 6, the extra.
Schoolboy number 6. So you weren't in it when I was Steph Haydock giving my masterful performances crap teacher.
No,
You
no, I
weren't in-
was there then. Actually, I remember my friend Calvin had a photo with you.
And Harry, I used to have, again, past tense, compulsive flashing disorder, which is a condition and it's in the medical dictionary, and apparently you have that.
I don't think
It's a good disorder, like that.
You do have it because you're always stripping off.
I'm not, like...
Well, I think you'll find you are. Denise Welsh in One Direction. Thank you. Thank you, boys. Lovely boys, and the great news is, and you heard it here first, they've asked Nana's Allowed to support them on their next tour. We'd be good, we'd be good. No, they're really lovely lads, and I think we're all thrilled for them. They're just doing so, you know, so brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, One Direction. It's wonderful to have you on.